welcome back to another episode of CARRERA Dave. Today we're going to install the lighting inside race control. It'll be 3-volt lighting, very tiny little lights. I don't know if you can see these, you can hardly even pick them up. They're so tiny. They're 3-volt lights. Show you how bright they are. They're not bad actually for what they are. So we'll just put a negative on there and a positive on there. Hopefully, goes it around the right way? No, we don't. Okay. So it matters which way they go. Of course it does. Got an anode and a cathode. So you go. Look at that. Look how bright that is. Yeah, there you go. And it's pretty bright. So I've got 2 of them to install. One of them I've already ran the wires for it, so you didn't have to sit through the boring stuff. So the light will go under here, under this section here, and the other one will go under this piece here, and the wires will come out the back, and that'll connect to a 3-volt system, which will also be ran from the track lighting as well, so it'll be all connected together. What I was going to do, I was also thinking about with the pit, as the cars come into the pit, they hit an infrared sensor that triggers the lighting in the garage. But I thought, well, if you get cars coming in and out the pit all the time, this is going to be like a nightclub underneath, but nah. So I decided against that, so I'll just have that lit up. That actually is on a dimmer. So yeah, that'll be lit up just on an ordinary 5-volt system, which will be a USB system, which I've already finished that. As you know, I've tested that out. You've seen that in the last episode. So what we'll do is we'll get into this now. We'll pin some wires. Now look, I'm not the best solderer, but I get the job done. You guys might say, oh hang on, you're doing that wrong, Dave, what are you doing, But as long as it works, I don't care. Right, so what I'm going to do, I bought one of these little things off AliExpress. As you know, I buy everything off bloody AliExpress. And it's to hold the wires in to solder them. They're absolutely a great little idea. It's actually got a magnet on it too, so you can put it on your wall or whatever you want to put it on. Hold your wires in there and solder it, so you don't have to try and hold the wire, hold the solder. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put this little light in here, like that. So it looks like that. And then what I'll do is I'll trim this up, make them a bit smaller. This one's a bit tougher. Covers aren't very good on that one. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Couldn't have done that with my hand. Alright, so we'll turn this around now. Put the other one in this side gently, because they are so fragile. I didn't realise how fragile they were. We'll put this other wire in here. Like that. Okay, that's together. So what we're going to do now is, you can see that, more carefully we have to pull it back through. So the light sits underneath like that. And we'll just test it out. and make sure I've done it right. There we go. Oh, there we go. So that's lit up now. The bottom of it, and you can see the light underneath. And then what I'll do is I'll do that to the top as well. I'll put one up the top, and I've done that. We'll come back. Okay. So I've installed the 2 lights. There you go. That's what it'll look like. If I put the roof on, there you go. So I've got the roof on, and you can see inside the. You won't even see that light at the back, but it'll just light up inside the bottom and the top. So now that's done, we'll finish off this section. So we'll finish off this section here and get this done so we can put it back on the track. And then that'll be completed, and then we'll work on something else. We'll probably work on, oh, what are we going to work on this time? Let's say we work on the other new section I made. I've got to make mountains and that, so that'll be interesting actually, because that'll be the first time I've actually made mountains from scratch that you guys see how to make. You normally just see the stuff already done, so I can give you a rundown on how to do that as well. So we'll get this done, we'll get all the panelling done on the side. As you can see, I've just got it glued, just a bit of a mess. So I'll close all this section in, even though you're not going to see it, I'll still close it in anyway, because when you go around the other side of the track you'll see it, but you physically can't get around the other side of the track because there's a wall there. But you never know, one day maybe I'll move it out, or I might need it for another track or something I build, who knows. But yeah, I'll close all that in, and we'll continue. Not sure how it goes. I think it goes that way. Yep, it goes that way. That down there. I'll have to cut one out on the other side also. And it's getting closer to getting to race time. I also I ordered some more chips so I can chip all these scale electric cars I've got. I will reveal those on a video soon of how many cars I've got and what they are. They're mainly all Bathurst stuff. I mean, there is a few odds and ends in there of different cars like BMWs and a few Carrera cars, but they're mainly all scale electrics which I want to chip. Those growing up in the 70s, you know, we like the XU1s, the LJ Tiranas, XY Fords, XB, XC, LH Tirana, all that sort of thing. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to get in any arguments. Okay, so we're going to glue this bit on now. Use our trusty little tool. Maybe we turn it sideways and might get a better. Okay, so set that on the edge. Sort of glue that down. And then what we'll do is we'll trim off the top section up here. This little bit here. We'll trim this off the same way as we did the other side. And then we'll put a piece of roof on. Trim it off by scissors at the moment. Then we'll trim it up with our machine again. Put some couple of panels on, a couple of balsa wood panels. I'll just glue them on. Set them on there. they'll just sit on there like that. They don't have to go all right to the edge, it's just to support the roof. And this one. And then what we'll do is we'll put this on there, and that gives it something to hold to. So I've got to get some more glue. Okay, so we've got another glue stick, load her in. And we'll glue this other roof down. The front of the roof, is it? Yep, that's the back. Okay, so we'll press that down so it holds firmly. And there we go. She's done. And that will go on this part over here. Yeah, so that'll sit like that on there. And the back bit, I will put something on the back. As you can see, it's just all open at the moment, but I will fix that up. And then I'll put some sort of grandstand section in here. I'll put a grandstand section in there, and probably a patio area in this one. I've got these little umbrellas which are pretty cool, and they can sort of get it to stand up. I don't think the bar sort of stand up, but anyway, you get the idea what I'm talking about. So yeah, they'll probably go along there somewhere. Alright, well that leaves it with this one, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.